Great. You just came on time. Before diving more into the topic of teams, so you are going to tell us if we know how many stakeholders we have, how to calculate number of communication channels. So Mr. Riham is going to explain that topic. We are gonna go with, I think, paint is good.
Hi everyone. So if we know the number of stakeholders, let's start by a very simple example, which is two stakeholders, two persons. The very simple equation here is that we have one channel that connects both stakeholders. Now if we go and make the number a little bit bigger, we can still determine the number of channels between those stakeholders. Now the relationship between those stakeholders can be simplified by a very simple equation of n times n minus 1 over 2. By going to any simple number, using any number, let's go for the number 6 for example. So this is the number of channels for 6 stakeholders. It's going to be 5 over 2, which is 2.5. It's going to be 13. 2.5, 13, 14, it's 15, sorry, yes. Wow, that's not a 15. No.
Great. That's so simple, guys. If you are asked in the exam, then now you have the equation of calculating number of communication channels, but you will never ever have 6 stakeholders in any of the projects. How simple the project should be in order to have 6 stakeholders. So imagine that you have thousands or hundreds of stakeholders. Let's say 600 stakeholders. How many communication channels that you're gonna have? Online guys, participate. We have 600 stakeholders. Calculate it, please. 15-ish? 30,000 communication channels. Calculate. And I don't know the number, guys, and I will trust your numbers, but I think you should all confirm the same number. Online guys, you can calculate based on having 600 stakeholders. 9,000 communication channels. 179. Who's correct? Who's right? Who's wrong?
I just consider this 6 because the 600 so 50.
La, so she's correct. Okay, she's right. Mr. Ili, what do you think?
What I got actually is 170 1,700. I'm not ready. 179700.
179700. You confirm the number, so it's correct, guys. طيب, it's cool. You have too much communication channels. Based on that, what is the importance of having a communication management plan? It's very important, right? I think it's obvious now without getting back to communication. And we can get back to the same question where Mr. Walid has answered and insisted to cancel all other communication channels which are not allowed for any of the team members if they use, for example, WhatsApp while we are confirming using emails. Correct? Badr? Never mind?
I had the question and got the answer.
Okay, great. طيب. Now the question in the exam will definitely be more tricky. What are the communication channels, the final number of communication channels added if your stakeholders change from 600 to 650 in the next phase? Yalla, go ahead then, show. What are the added communication channel numbers if your stakeholders are changing from 600 to 650 in the next phase? Yes.
No, it's first 600 plus the 650 again.
لا 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 لا, this is not much a trick. لا لا لا. Don't add 600 plus 650. How did you calculate?
Calculated the 600. Now just calculate the 650 and then
Very good. So we calculate for 600 and we calculate for 650 and we find the difference. Great. طيب, what if? Why did you do that? Because Mr. Bilal is struggling. Mr. Riham, out loud please, because also Mr. Bilal is asking.
Sorry, we can't hear that.
تعالي تعالي. اليوم انت مكاني اصلا. She's coming, don't worry.
Thanks.
So we start with the n minus 1, which is 650 minus 1, over 2, and then multiply it by the original number, which is 650, and then we get 210, 925. صح, انتوا كده صح. And now minus the old number that we calculated for the 600 stakeholders, which is 179,700, and it's 31,225 added channels.
So the question, guys, was about the added communication channels or the increment in the communication channels, not about the total number of communication channels. And it will definitely change, or it might be asked all the way around. What will happen if your stakeholders are getting with a negative number, less for, let's say, 50 or 40 stakeholders?
Only 50. To calculate only 50.
I don't, I don't, it will not give you the answer.
So the added,
No.
stakeholder is 50.
No. The added stakeholders is 50. Yes, you will calculate for 650, you will calculate for 600, you will find the difference, and that's the answer. And the same way for having less stakeholders. Okay? All cool? Mr. Ghulam?
Are these type of equations going to be in the exam?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Will these type of equations be in the exam?
No, they will not give you the equations.